Why do you sound like this?
What does arse sound like? What are you on about?
You.
No, it's husky. This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. Don't you think it's a bit like...
I think you sound unwell, fella. You need to
not.
go see a doctor or a GP or something.
Alright.
Have a word.
Right, Mum.
I'm concerned about your health, your well-being.
Thank you.
You're getting on the back end now. You're a little bit older and stuff. You've got to take priority with these things.
We talk about that. We talk about it. You're 35-year-old heavyweight.
What do you mean?
How old are you?
I'm 30, you cunt. What are you on about?
Same thing. Fabio Wardley, one of my most favourite people in boxing. How are you, first of all?
I'm doing well, thank you, mate. I'm all good. How are you? Voice aside, how you getting on? You alright?
Voice aside, I'm alright.
Yeah.
Weird, heavy impact. You're not on the card.
Alright.
That means there must be something bigger in the pipeline for you.
I just want to sit down for a minute. I've had a busy couple of years. Maybe I just want to chill out. I just want to have a little rest.
Maybe you've come to a busy press conference in Manchester where you live nowhere near. I don't know.
I like it. I love it. I haven't been up north for a little while, so I just want to come have a little venture, have a little look. Come support my guy. Obviously, deals on the card. So, I don't know, just doing my bit. I'm just chilling, enjoying it.
Well, I heard a little whisper this week. Can I say it or not?
No. You can't listen to whispers. You can't believe.
Can I say what the whisper is?
No. Don't worry about it.
You know I'm right.
I don't know if you're right at all. I know nothing about nothing, sir. What was your little whisper? I'll tell you.
That possibly a little football ground is in the beckoning.
What football ground?
Your football ground.
No, I don't own any football grounds. I ain't got that much money, mate.
Who's your team?
Plymouth.
Big up Plymouth.
Beat Liverpool yesterday.
Big up Plymouth.
That's why they're in my head.
Big up Plymouth. What's going on with you then? When can we hear news about your next fight?
When your voice is back to normal is when I'll announce the news.
You heavyweights are mad. Like a Cody walks past, you're just like,
Proper heavyweight.
yeah.
Yeah, just a little nod, a little respect. I'm not going to run over to him and give him a big hug while you're interviewing me, am I? I'm just a little nod, little hello. How you doing, mate? You alright?
When can we expect an announcement about your next fight?
Soon. Tonight, today, after this.
Really?
No.
You prick. You absolute prick. I was like, what?
His face lit up. If you could see his face, he was like, no. Look, I'm coming here just to support the deal, obviously. We're working on my stuff, but with me, obviously, I'm in a very good position. So we're having to be a bit particular, a bit smart about what we're doing, a bit coy with it all. So we're in no rush. I'm in a great position, so I haven't got to rush through anything. We know what we want to do. We're just trying to put those pieces together.
What do you want to do?
Everything. I want to do it all. Look, the ideal thing is the goal for this year and the aim is to fight for a world title. So either we do that or we put ourselves in the best position to do that. So that's the objective. That's what we're doing, and we're just waiting for the pieces to all come together.
In your head, are you at the level, or could you be at the level, of the top 5 in the world?
100%. Yeah, good. Definitely, I'm on my way. I'm well on my way. Every challenge just put in front of me, I've ticked off, I've completed, I've got done. So it's just about learning and getting the experience of events and occasions and moments and fight time as well in the ring. And I've ticked off the majority of those things now. Now it's just proving myself against that top tier opposition, which I'm more than willing to do. I'm always happy to get into them big fights and big occasions. So it's just about putting together the right ones now.
Who's a perfect opponent for your next fight?
I don't know.
Hypothetically.
Like anyone.
Don't say anyone, I want a name.
Kugan Cassius. Look, anyone in the top 10. Like the WBA thing, obviously, with me being number one, it seems like the most likely avenue to focus on. With that, I think the most obvious name is Pulev. Now, whether that comes off or not is a different question, but anyone within that realm that really kind of forces
That's
my
a
name
tough fight,
forward.
Pulev.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's no easy fights left for me. Like, there's nothing I'm going to do where it's just going to get easier and easier. So it's about picking the right fight, the right opponent, who we think is also who's going to develop me at the same time as well, and I'm going to be in big, interesting fight. So I don't want to fight no one for like just the sake of it, just for it to be comfortable, easy, whatever else. I always want to be in the good ones, the ones that people are talking about or like looking forward to.
Mid-30s, you've got to think about these things, haven't you?
Circling me. We started off our interview over here, and somehow you've got over there. What has gone on here? You forgot how to do this.
It's got to get extensive.
Let me ask you a question. David Adelaide, obviously a former opponent of yours, in against TKV, coming off the back of a good win against Old Acres. What do you think about that fight?
Yeah, I think it's a good fight. Really good fight. Really good fight for the pair of them. They've both got good attributes and skills. Obviously, TKV's at the same gym with me, down at Ben's with Barry and that. So it's great to see him. Like, I know what he's like in the gym. I know how hard he works, how hard he trains and that. So it's great to see him get a good opportunity, a good fight and a good name out there. I know someone or just that type of fight that he's been wanting for a while now to really kind of make a statement and kick on. So, yeah, it's going to be good for him. You did that on purpose, I fucking saw you. Why are you shuffling across for? I'm here.
The lighting flatters you in some angles. We haven't spoke to David yet, but we're assuming David would be focusing on, at some point, if he comes through TKV, a rematch with you. Is that something that could happen in the future?
Maybe, yeah. It depends what he does with himself and how much and how fast he progresses his career. Like, I'm very much on my own path, ahead of him in doing my own thing. So yeah, look, if things change in my career and we meet along again the way, then yeah, okay, whatever. If we do it again, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not against it, but it's not just gonna be something I'll be doing just again for the fun of it. I'm in a good position now, and I've worked my way here and I've earned my way here. So it's time to be strategic with what we're doing next.
When you joined Queensbury, compared to now, Queensbury clearly is, obviously Hearn's going to hate it, but Queensbury is, for heavyweights, it kind of is the place to be.
It is the home of the heavyweights. It's called that for a reason. They're all here. Even when I got here, he still had like the Dubois and Fury and Joyce and all them guys as well. So it's just building and building and building. I think Frank's just doubling down on it because no matter what with a heavyweight, the prime example is Chisora. Like, you'll get value from them from...
Frank said Chisora should have retired 2 years ago.
Yeah, but...
2 years ago, that's what Frank said.
Yeah, but... And it hasn't stopped Chisora making money, entertaining the fans, putting on great fights. So, yeah, maybe he should have. And also, but regardless, heavyweights will always want to be watched. People always be interested in. People always want to see them. So it's always a good bet.
The main man at Queensbury is actually standing over there.
The mystery man, but the main man.
Forget him. George! George!
He's not going to do that.
He will.
He can't hear.
George! We can't get in the camera without ambushing you. Fabio, big plans for Fabio coming up?
Very big plans. Can it be? You got to wait a couple more weeks. What do you reckon? Nearly there, aren't we?
We're getting there.
Because I said to him, he's not on this card, which means he must be on something bigger.
Much bigger. Much maybe closer to home as well.
Maybe. Who knows? We don't know. Just when we know, you'll know, all right? Just chill out. It's all right.
Your dad earlier on just like kind of banging the drum for Queensbury's generally the home of the heavyweights. Like, who can argue with that statement?
Good show, isn't it? Very happy. Been a little bit difficult to get put together, but yeah, very happy.
Why? Who weren't playing ball?
Everyone plays ball with me. I'm easy to deal with, Kugan.
Can we ask you one question that we heard the other day? So Joe Gallagher said to us that a fight with a Coley and Joyce has been spoken about, and Joyce didn't want that fight. He told us out in an interview. Can you make any comment on that?
Yeah, look, we've got, as you know, a lot of heavyweights. A lot of them want to fight each other. A lot of them prefer other fights. But I think for us commercially, the way that we've structured this event, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the matchmaking. I think that the narrative of Lawrence with Richard Riakporhe is strong. They're rivals, obviously. You know, they were close to fighting before. They've had their moment as well. I think you probably captured that on IFL, probably created it. And Dilly and Joe are, you know, they're at the other end of their career in terms of been at the top, both of them, both been in big fights, and this is must win for both of them. So there's jeopardy, and that's what we want.
His dream is to fight Dillian Whyte. That's what he just said to us.
I'll tell him
That's
you
a
said
joke.
that. I'll tell him you said that.
Tell him I said that, don't care. But what a card, George. Like, a proper heavyweight card.
Yeah, look, we wanted to start with a heavyweight card. That was kind of the idea. First, when started speaking about the schedule, I'm really happy with the strong start. There's a balance of good quality domestic fights, good former world champions. Some of them, for example, Anthony Cacace, although vacating his IBF, easily regarded as one of the top 2-3 super featherweights in the world. His fight with Lee Wood, cracking fight. They're just going to meet in the middle, throw bombs. It's going to be a fun night. And then, this heavyweight night is something special. So really happy. We had a great night here on Saturday. And I think, that's what we want to do. We want to keep coming up here. It's a great venue. They're good people to work with. Keep building on boxing, British boxing. That's what it's about. And all the cards, it's domestic clashes. That's what we want to do. Big domestic fights. Get the fans up for it.
Absolutely. Right, even though you won't say anything to us, we'll see you at Portman Road.
Fuck off.